We're going to be diving into Happy Christmas War is Over on the drum set. Let's check this out. Excuse me. I am just getting over the flu, so that's why I haven't done any of these videos for a bit. Catching back up in the wonderful time of Christmas. So the song's at 147, and it's in 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how fast 90 is going to be. So right away we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1. Let's just break this measure down that I'm looking at. So right here, 6, 8, 1. The next two eighth note rests are 2, 3. I have my tambourine here. If you don't have a tambourine, you can use a hi-hat, you could use a ride, you could use a rim, really whatever you want to do. Find your tambourine placement. I took like 5 minutes before this video got started, and I tried to get it exactly where I needed to be with the microphone being here as well. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Just find a spot that's comfortable. Part of me was actually thinking about doing it here. Maybe I'll change it. Don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3. So that a 1 is kind of just like a nice little a 1. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of using a hit slide, a little heel toe. So let's just see context. I don't know how fast 90 is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1. So 90 seems pretty easy. Let's just start moving it up. All right, so here's 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3. And if I don't know if you can notice this or see it, obviously you can see it, but I'm kind of keeping 1, 2, 3. Or actually, I'm going 1, 1, 2, 3. So I'm picking up all these odd beats with my left foot. Odd beats is in beats I'm not playing on. And later on in the song, I think he's going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's doing something similar, just kind of keeping track of time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 1, 2, 3. And I would challenge you to do that and then not do that. I think everything you want to learn on an instrument, you're like, okay, can I do it with this? Okay, I can. And kind of keep track with my foot and then keep track without the foot. All right, let's do a couple more at 100. 4, 5, 6, so 1. Okay, let's just move this up a little faster. Where I think some people might have problems with this is just playing in 6/8 right away. As a beat, this isn't too complicated to do. But just playing in 6/8 for a while. And if you saw my guitar video on this song a little from last week, doing 4s over 6s, if that makes any sense, was hard for me to do. So sometimes it's just spending time going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do 110. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed that, obviously. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go one faster, and then I think we got enough of this covered that you guys can obviously work on this on your own. If you need the sheet music, if you want to teach sheet music, if it's better for you to learn and having that physical piece of paper or PDF in your hands, get it at our website, musicbythemeasures.com. We have a bunch of Christmas tunes that we just posted the other day, past couple of weeks, knowing that you guys want these and need these, and you're playing these at events the next couple of weeks. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. So that's not full speed, but it gives you that idea. Now, this is a part that I'm going to have to tackle later on. That drum fill just looks intimidating. It's not as bad as it looks, but still pretty bad. Let's see. Yeah, I got a little bit of time left. Let's start looking at this chorus drum beat right away. Let's see what's different. Let's see what's changing from that intro part or the verse part. So I'm going to skip that first measure and go right ahead to this one. So right away, the things that I'm noticing, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, right? We got 1, 2, 3, and there's a lot more tambourines. All right, let's get this off of there. So our kick drum's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. So my technique disappears, as you see. I can do a 1 pretty well, but a 1, shoot, that's even hard. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. Trying to visualize it. A 1, 2. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab this 120. Definitely not going to do this at 120. Let's try 90. And so all of a sudden what I'm thinking about is if I can do one element, and I don't know why I'm picking kick drum. It might be smarter to do. All right, I already did that. So I mastered that already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's not hard to do. So let's see if I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. See, it's a 1, 2. It's like I don't get enough time to reload my leg. There we go. So again, if you can't play this song, if you can't play this part like I can't play this yet, what you're going to want to do is just sit and teach your leg. You heard sloppy on that one. A 1, 2. A 1, 2. It's just teaching yourself that control you need. All right. So let's start with that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2. I'm going to ignore the for a hot second. 2. So this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. I still want a 1, 2. You hear I want to either rush the 1 or the 2, or sometimes I like to rush both. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. 5, 6, a 1, 2. Oops, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3. So the reason I'm willing to spend this much time on this right now is at 90 BPM, it's playable. I don't think too much about it, but there's a little bit of sloppiness in the mechanism. And as I speed it up, that sloppiness is going to show itself more and more. And you'll realize when I try to get to 147, I can't do it, or I can only do it out of time and sloppy because I didn't train this mechanism correctly. So if you don't fucking put the time in, you're not going to get there. So another minute or so. 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, 2. 5, 6, a 1, 2, 3. Try not to rush the 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So right away, John wrote this chorus and said, can omit step hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right away, I'm not going to worry about adding that. So I'm just going to worry about the tambourines on all the downs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, we should just add that snare right away because that's not too much. And then if I can get that kind of grooving, then we can worry about those step hi-hats later. You know, sometimes this can also be an overdub in the recording. You want me to play Enter Sandman? So over my pay grade. But yeah, no, I'll do Enter Sandman. I'm kind of focusing on Christmas songs for the next couple of weeks, but if you really want to learn Enter Sandman, I can get that done this next week or so. Plan on doing a big all instruments live stream on Thanksgiving Day. And I think it'd be fun to kick off with some more Christmas songs. Not fun for me. I mean, I like playing them. I like learning them. I don't necessarily like listening to any of them. But, to each their own. Okay. But yes, Enter Sandman, I will do down the road. I'll actually put a link because we have the sheet music done for that one. So I'll put a link in the comments so you guys can check that out. But I will get that done for you. And actually, guys, like any song you guys want to learn, I will sit here and spend my time learning because I love to do this and digesting it and regurgitating it for you guys so you can learn as well. And if you can learn it better than me and faster than me, cool. Mad respect for that and show it to me and whatnot. All right, let me try to add the rest of this a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Now with the kick drums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So one thing that I noticed, I want to do it without metronome a couple times so I can kind of hear what I'm doing. That space between 1, 2, 3. See, it's consistent, right? And that should tell you like if you're making any mistakes. But I can tell when I put that kick in, the kick before the measure starts all over again, I have a little bit of a gap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1. See what I mean? A little bit of extra hesitation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. So I think we actually probably need to slow that down to 80 so I can resolve that idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So without that kick, I think one of the important things to think about as I take parts in and move them out, take them in and move them out. That makes sense, yeah. The reason I played it without that kick for a while is I want to memorize the distance of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, right? I want to learn how that sounds. It's a rudimentary lesson to learn, but if you don't learn it, now you're going to repeat it over and over again. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, right? It just repeats. Memorize my right hand, how that has to go. What's the rhythm? What's the timing? And then you can teach yourself to not put a space in between the 6 and the 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, see, I couldn't do it though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. 4. Nope, I can't do it yet. But that is kind of what I'm working on, training myself to do, to get there. All right, a couple more times with this, with and without that last kick. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So I can do it. So I'm trying to concentrate on a couple different things and failing, which is okay. Just wasn't able to put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. Getting that and not rushing the 2. But that's okay. All right. So that's what I have time for in this song. But I do want to hit God Rest Ye in the short little time that I have left. All right. So it's kind of a weird drum set, if drum set probably isn't the right term. Kind of like a stripped back Christmas song, more percussion, I guess would be the better way to say it. It's swung and it's fast. So 185. We're going to tackle it. Let's try 90 and see where we're at. So this first measure even, we're going 1. So back to the hi-hat. And we're going 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. There we go. And then on the 2 and the 4, we're doing a cross stick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right. So let's just see how bad 90 is on this measure here. Let's get a little bit more volume. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and... Now, if you haven't done a lot of swing, I was teaching this in a lesson the other day, and one of the ways that I was taught, and I like, I guess it just makes sense, we're trying to emulate or hear a sound. So when I was teaching it, I was like long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. It might be a good way to teach it, might not be. We'll find out. It works for me. It kind of gets me kind of like just the wheels moving. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Because your first beat's always long, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So this one would be 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2. What's very easy for somebody to do when they're first starting with swing is actually just double up that first beat. Da-da, da-da. I can't even do that. Da-da, da-da, da-da. So they're kind of like just flipping it. But 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1. So, and then on the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right, I feel like I'm a little bit out of position, probably because of my tambourine. So let's get comfortable. Let's get this part down. That feels a little bit better. All right, so 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1. I need to calm down, and I need to try this by myself. You see, I have to like lean into the kit a little bit to get to that. So 1, 2 is the first mistake I'm making. I want to put it on the and. 1, 2. 1. So 1, 2, and I'm going to fix this. We have to slow down. Got to move from 6/8 to 4/4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Now 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, so let's check out this next one. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so there's gonna be a lot of just different little patterns we got to learn for this. All right, let's just try it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So I think between those two patterns, let's just start working on our speed a little bit. So I can tell right away one thing that I'm just going to have to work on is going to be speed in my right hand, which honestly I'm not a good enough drummer to have great speed yet. I say have as in like it's gifted upon you. It's earned by time in, right? So, you know, this song might be one that I can only get up to like 130, and that's fine. I'll teach it to that point. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. So if you're a better drummer than me, knock it out of the park, get it down. Hand technique is something I need to continue to work on. I do make sure it's a part of my drum lessons I teach, which is kind of a little bit of a cheat. So if I'm in the beginning of a drum lesson, I spend on Tuesdays, I think I have 4 or 5 drum lessons. Well, if I'm working on hand technique with a student, it's a cheat for me because I get to spend some time on my hands as well and just reinforce technique. And usually you're teaching them at a lower level, so you can reinforce some good habits of my own that I need to fix and work on. It's a good time to do that. But I do know, much like with all the instruments that I'm trying to learn, it's that focused practice of your own time that's going to pay more dividends than anything else. So great to go into a lesson and prepare and know. You should prepare, obviously, but to know what's going on and to show up and do a good job and to bring something new in from like a technique that you just worked on that day. But the key word is you need to work on it as well, and you need to show up with it. I think a lot of times teachers can become lazy and be like, well, this is what I know, and we're just going to work on stuff that I know, and who cares? We don't have to reach higher than that. All right, I got 5 minutes. I'm going to do Inner Sandman right now, and that might be a terrible idea because I don't have the music pulled up at all. Oh, can I even? Shoot. Okay, since I don't have the music pulled up, I actually can't do that. But I promise next live drum stream, which will be in a couple days, I will do Inner Sandman. So let's do a couple more minutes of this since I lied and said I was going to do something that I can't do. In the future, I'll have the technology to pull up a new piece of sheet music. Right now, it would be difficult. Nothing wrong with just... Can't talk and play. Nothing wrong with just getting this hand down. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And as always is the case, like by losing that snare, that cross stick, I'm able to focus more on more proper technique. More relaxed even too. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. I always tell students, like, think about the idea of what's going on here. In this hand, what's going on? 1, 2, and 3. How does it feel? Is it tense? Is it relaxed? If it's relaxed, okay, lean into that. Keep doing that. Now, when you add that next component, does it cause stress? Does it cause tension? Not only in like physicality, but in your brain. If it does, then go back. How does this feel? This is what it should feel like. Okay, now add this part in. All right, that's what I have time for today. Thank you guys very much. Hope this helped a little bit. I'm going to be doing more of these. I love the request, Enter Sandman. We will get that done in this week. Request more songs. I'll learn them for you. If you want the music before I can teach it to you, get at our website, musicbythemeasures.com, MBMTM Pro, which is just really hard to pronounce and say that all. But